Hi everyone, welcome back to my fitness channel, Fit with Lee Strong. Today we're going to do more shoulders. We're going to start off with bent over rear delt flies. Tongue twister. Bent over rear delt flies. Now that's going to hit your rear delts. Your rear delts back here. A lot of people forget to do that because you can't see it actually. But if you want nice rounded shoulders, you have to do them. I had neglected them for so long that I'm trying to play catch up, But rear delts, can't forget them. Good exercise. So I have a setup right here. I'm going to do it on the end of a bench. I have light weights. I'm going to start off with 20s. And you already know how I do things. I start off first set 15. I do 4 sets. First set 15, second set 12, third set 10, and the last set 8. So I gradually go heavier every set. That's why my reps get lower. So like always, I always wear my gloves, protect my hands, wear a brace on my elbow. I usually have problems with this forearm and this elbow. So I always protect myself. So basically, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm trying to make this video a little shorter. Try to cut most of the talking out. So now in season 1, I did not show you how to do this exercise. So basically, I'll go ahead and tell you while I'm doing it. Basically, you're getting on the end of the bench. Make sure you have enough room under here. You're going to have the dumbbells underneath, and you're going to come up like this. This is going to hit your rear delts back here. Really good exercise. This is old school right there. So I'm going to go ahead and start my first set. Hit 15 reps. All right, let's go. All right, 15 reps, first set. Basically, the first set is a warm-up set. I'm only going to go up 5 pounds. I'm going to go from 20s to 25s. I really haven't been doing this exercise much lately because I've been doing I wouldn't say newer exercises, but I used to love this exercise. It was one of the exercises that was definitely in my shoulder routine years ago. Man, love this exercise. But as time goes on, you kind of try new things. And that's what I did. Still love it, man. Great exercise. Once again, it's going to hit your rear delts. See, you got your front, your side, and then the rear. If you get them all on point, you'll have a nice round shoulder, like a big round knot right here. If you don't, if you do the fronts a lot, not all the sides, you'll have a big lump right here. If you do the front and sides, you just have a lump right here and here. That's it. It looks weird. So try to round off the shoulder by doing front, sides, and rear delts. I think I mentioned it before. I was at not this location of this gym, but another location. And there was this guy there. He had some nice front delts. His front delts were popping off. Real nice. But that's all he had. He didn't have no side delts, no rear delts. He just had a fat knot right here. And he was so proud of it. And he must have did about, while I was there, at least 4 or 5 exercises, and they were all front delts. No side delts at all. no rear delts at all. And I'm like, okay, you just working to your strengths. You know you got a front delt, and you're just trying to pop that off. But man, you got to do sides. You got to do the rear. You get that whole big bubble right here. You know what I'm saying? He just had it right here. That's it. And he was so proud of it. But you got to do it right. See, different people, different body types. Some people, there's certain muscles that will just like that, just build easily. And that actually never happened to me. I had to work hard for everything. But I've seen people, like a kid I grew up with, he was skinny just like me, but all of a sudden he started doing leg extensions, and his quads got huge all of a sudden. They just blew up. And that was his strength right there. To this day, I see a picture of him on Facebook. I'm sure he still has big legs, but his upper body is crap. All he focused on was his legs. And you got to get out of that tunnel vision and work the rest of your body. All right, let me stop talking. But anyway, all right, second set, 12 reps. Reps. Second set in the book. I'm going up another 5 pounds, so I'm going to grab the 30s. Now, I'm not going to do a drop set on this. If you've been watching my videos, you know how I drop set. Usually on my last set, when I do 8 reps, I'll drop set from, I started off with 20s. So when I finish with this, my last set will be 35s. I'll do 8 reps. This is how I do my drop set. I'll do 8 reps, go put that back, grab the 20s, and do another 12 to 15 reps. That's my drop set. My drop set has changed over the years, but it's still effective. But I'm not going to do that today. The way I'm doing things right now is I'm trying to teach you how to structure your sets. Because I see people come in here and they watch social media videos. Like the other day I saw one, a guy was doing a video for what? I think it was shoulders. And he was like, okay, we're going to do 3 sets of 15. And, and he sat there and he showed, his routine. But the thing is, 3 sets of 15, the same weight. That's what he was doing. But the thing is, he was already built. So to him, that is just toning up. That's not what a lot of people want to do. I know some people say, I want to tone up. But if you're skinny or you don't have any muscle, you got to build that muscle. So, see me, if I was doing a video right now saying, okay, I'm going to do 3 sets of 15, that's how I tell you that's how I got the way I am, that'd be a bold-faced lie. Bold-faced lie. I got some build, but that was from years of going heavy. I built the muscle, then I changed my routine, and I'm toning it up more now. See, a lot of people do that. They change their routine, they start toning it up. And then after they change up their routine to the tone up mode, they want to show everybody their tone up video. But dude, that's not how you got the way you look. You got to keep it real. I mean, you can get a decent size or get some growth doing the 3 sets of 15, but it's going to take a lot longer. And that discourages a lot of people. They're like, oh, I've been doing 3 sets of 15, like you said, for the last 6 months, and I barely see anything. It's because you're not doing what you have to do to grow the fastest way and the safest way. And that's what I'm trying to show you. I don't go crazy heavy like I used to, because it causes a lot of injuries. And I don't go crazy light like some people suggest to do. The first two sets, the 15 and the 12, those are kind of light. But the last two sets, like I said, I do the best of both worlds. The last two sets, they're heavy. Those are the ones that I'm pushing to get my 10, pushing to get my 8. Even though I'm not going to do that tonight because I'm still injured. But those last two sets are the money sets right there. Those are the ones that are going to get you where you want to be. But you got to push yourself. You can't. If you want to grow muscle the fastest, safest way possible, you got to push yourself. You got to go heavier. Not sit there and do 3 sets of 15 in the same weight. That's all I can say about that. And the thing is, I don't get a lot of views. I don't get a lot of likes. I don't get a lot of followers. But I'm teaching you how to do stuff right. You know, I'm trying to show you, and I'm telling you that other ways it's going to take longer. And guess what? I don't get a lot of views and a lot of followers, but this person over here showing you how to do it wrong will get a lot of viewers, a lot of followers. They use trickery. They use hook words, and they try to trick you and hook you to come into their videos, and they show you the wrong stuff. But a person like me who's trying to teach you the right way, nobody wants to follow, nobody wants to like. But it is what it is. I'm going to put it out there. You can watch it, try it if you like. Give it a try. It ain't going to hurt you. I can tell you what, you're going to get a lot more growth the way I'm doing it. Faster. Third set, 10 reps. Ten reps in. And you gotta push yourself. I had a young lady tell me one time, I stop when it starts to hurt. No, don't do that. Those are the money reps right there. Once it starts hurting, those are the money reps. There's been plenty of times I'd be wanting to do 10 reps, and I get to 5, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna get 10. But you know what? I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna push myself. I end up getting it. If I don't, at least I try. Push yourself. Those are the money reps when you start pushing yourself. And I call them money because that's where you want to be. If you stop when it hurts, you know, you're half-assing it basically. Push yourself, man. I don't know how much I can keep stressing that. Gotta push yourself. When you go to the gym and you see people and they're like, screaming and yelling and all that, they're pushing themselves. And you probably, a lot of people look at them like, oh, you gym rat, you know, blah, blah, blah. No, that person knows what they need to do to get where they want to be. There's been plenty of times I had a workout partner and I wanted to do 8 reps, say 8 reps, the heavy weight. And I get to 8 and I'm like, nah, 2 more. And I just spot. And then push myself. All right, it's the last set. I'm doing 8. And I'm not going to do a drop set. This will be my last one, and I'm going to move on to the next exercise. Once again, this is the bent over rear delt fly. And this is gonna hit your rear delt back here. It's a muscle you can't see, but you're gonna want it, trust me. You see how I'm getting this right here? I have this. You gotta get that all the way around, all the way around. You know, I got the front, I got the side. The rear delt, I neglected rear delts for so long myself. And I'm trying to play catch up. I'm trying to round that shoulder off some. You see how I got that right there? And it comes right here. I want it back here too. Gotta push yourself. Last set, 8 reps. Oh yeah. All right. Now, that was bent over, rear delt flies. Really good exercise, hits your rear delts. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the camera off. I'm gonna move over. I'm gonna show you how to do this exercise the easiest way. But if you can't, if it's real busy, you're gonna have to do it another way. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Now on to the next exercise. We're gonna do dumbbell shrugs. Really good exercise. I love this exercise. I do it all the time. Now, shrugs is gonna hit your traps. Your traps are right here. The ones that stick up on your neck, hopefully right here like this. You know. And right here. Now, when I say the easiest way to do it, I'm just going to give you an example, because if you can do it, this is what I usually do. When I do my shoulders, there's a bench right here, and it's in front of the weights that I want. So what I usually do is I get this bench, if I can, because it's usually busy, and I get up, and I'm just going to use the 60 just to give you an example. And this is what I do too. Right now, I'm not going to face the camera, but when I do my sets, this is what I do. I come up, I grab my dumbbells, and I stand right in front of the rack and do my sets. Now you go straight up and down. And I do it because I stand in front of the rack for this reason. So when I get done, I can put it right back. Now, if it's a really busy day, it'll be hard to do that. There's some days I gotta grab my dumbbells and walk somewhere out of the way and do it. But for right now, I can get away with it. So this is what I'm gonna do. But I'm actually going to turn and face the camera. I'm going to start off with, let's say, 65s. And I'm just going to go up 5. Like I said, I'm still trying to get through an injury. Don't want to re-aggravate it. But dumbbell shrugs. Now, bend over right here. Hits these upper traps. Hit your upper traps. Now, when you're doing back day, you can hit your mid to lower traps and doing back. But I do traps, upper traps on shoulder days. Upper traps are the ones that you're gonna see when you put on a nice tight shirt or whatever, your traps are bulging out. I love that. That was when I was younger, I ain't gonna lie, I worked out real stupidly. I hit target muscles. And what I mean by that was, when you're young, you just want your arms to pop out, your biceps, your triceps, maybe your side lats, and especially your traps. That way you put on a shirt, and you can walk around, your traps are popping out, your arms are looking good, and the half sleeve I was working out stupid. But now that I'm older, I'm doing more complete workout. But traps are still awesome. I'm going to show you different ways to do it. This gym right here does not have a trap machine, which kind of sucks. But my other gym had one. And I would go heavy on that one. And then I would come to the dumbbells and grab like 85s and do 4 sets of 15. I know I said just a little while ago that doing 4 sets of the same weight, 3 to 4 sets of the same weight ain't gonna get you where you wanna be. But here's the thing. When I do exercise like that, I do, like say, shrugs on the machine, I would go heavy. Each set, heavier and heavier. You know, do my 15, 12, 10, 8. And then later on, I would come over here and just rep out. 4 sets of 15. So basically, I did do heavy and worked it good. And then I'm just repping out, just trying to give it a little more tone. But anyway, let me stop talking. First set, 65. All right. Once again, dumbbells to your side. And you're just going up, down, down. You're not using your arms. You're just shrugging. And the best way I can describe it is like I did when I was on season 1, when I described how to do this. It's like when somebody asks you a question and you go, I don't know. That's it. You know, you're pulling your shoulders up like that. So I lost count. I'm going to say that's 10. First set, I think that was 15. I got to talking and lost count. Really good exercise. I show you exercises that work, that's proven to work. Exercises that bodybuilders use. Now, if you Google, okay, let me say, Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler. Show me 5 of Jay Cutler's favorite shoulder exercises. Guess what? Shrugs are going to be in it. It helps build those traps. That's how I get my exercise. I learn from the pros. I don't do social media when they're doing all this and you know, you gotta, if you really want to learn how to build muscle, you gotta learn from the pros or learn from me, because I learned from the pros. If a bodybuilder wants to build muscle, the fastest, safest way possible, they're gonna do certain exercises. This is one. So I don't give you crap exercises. I give you proven muscle building exercises. You just have to do them. You have to push yourself. And when I say push yourself, go heavier. Get some good reps in. That's pushing yourself. Don't stop at 6 when you have 10 to do. Keep going. Man, when I say I got 10 to do and I'm at 6 and I'm already spent, I just stop and think, man, these last 4 are gonna really be hard to do and they're gonna hurt. And it just psychs me up. Okay, let's do it. And you know, gotta have the right mindset. You can't come to the gym and think that everything's gonna be easy and everything's gonna grow stupid fast. It's not. It takes time, it takes commitment. You gotta sacrifice a lot. All right, second set. I'm gonna go to 70. Take that out of my pocket. If you're doing this exercise and you have something in your pockets, take them out. All right, here we go. Second set, 12. That's 12. And let me tell you something. You notice how I just don't go. I kind of stop at the top a little bit. Now, there's different ways you can do dumbbell shrugs. You can use a bench, lean forward some, do the same thing. Right now, I'm just showing you what works. Those probably work too. But these are the money exercises right here. If you do the exercises that I'm showing you now, so far in season 2, by the way, season 2, the camera just keeps rolling. And also, YouTube, if you're listening, I'm not playing the music, that's the gym. I guess when I came in, there was a new person working the desk, and she don't know how to turn it down. So it's not me playing the music. But yeah, season 2, camera's just gonna keep rolling. You're gonna catch my breaks. Once again, per Muscle magazines and things, the optimum rest times are between 30 and 90 seconds. Half a minute to a minute and a half. Some people just go for the medium, 1 minute. You'll see people with their watches timing their breaks. You'll see people with their phones timing their breaks. If that's how you want to do it, that's fine. When I had a workout partner, this is how we used to do it. I would go, and then he would go right after me. When he gets done, I go right after him. That was our rest periods when the other person was going. So now that I'm working out by myself, I'm not gonna lie, with my older age, I'd probably do about 2 minutes, maybe even 3-minute breaks. I need a little longer to recoup because I want to get all my reps in. I want to get good reps. If I'm stupid tired, I won't be able to get my reps in. And to me, that's like a waste of a set to me. I want to get my reps in. So, when you're doing this exercise, the dumbbells are going to be right here, like rubbing the side. So if you have anything in your pockets, take them out. Just a little advice. All right, let's hit set 3. I'm going to go up to 75s. Once again, dumbbell shrugs. It's going to hit the traps back here. Really good muscle to have. It stands out. Whether you have a tight shirt on, a loose shirt on, you're not wearing a shirt, or ladies, if you're wearing a whatever, it looks good. That's a muscle that lets people know that, yeah, you work out. It's not easy to come by. But let me say this. There are some people that just, like I said earlier, one muscle on their body will just blow up instantly. And I've seen people in here with big old traps. The rest of the body looks like blah. That's one of the muscles that just so happens to blow up on that person. I don't have that luxury. Everything on me seemed like forever to grow. So some people have it like that, some people don't. But the only bad thing about that is the people that have it, they just focus on that one muscle that's blowing up and they forget about the rest of their body. So then it makes them look weird. All right, third set, 75s. All right. right. Now, what are they gonna say? Oh, when I come up, my arms are straight. I don't blend them. Some people try to lift it with their arms too and go like that. No, just traps. Just use your traps. It kind of happens when you go a little heavy. You try to cheat a little bit. So you'll see people like, okay, you're trying to lift it with your arms, which is taken away from your traps. You're going to do the exercise, do it right. You know, it's a trap exercise, not an arm exercise. So just let your arms dangle down and bring your shoulders up. Just like that. Do the exercise. Work the target muscle that you're working. Don't try to cheat and use other muscles. If you do that, you're taking away from the muscle that you're working. Working out is not easy. A lot of people don't want to hear that. They rather have someone like me throwing hooks at them, like, here, do this exercise the way I'm doing it and you'll blow up in a month. People will jump all over that. I'll get thousands of subscribers and everything. But I keep it real. I love this exercise. You're not going to blow up in a month. It's that simple. It takes time. It takes commitment. It takes supplements. When I say supplements, possibly creatine, pre-workout, to get you a little hyper. When you're done, you take your protein. Protein is very important when you're working out. Amino acids after you work out, collagen peptides, all stuff to help you out. Now, when I said this before, when I say it's going to take time to build, even people that are on steroids, they bust it hard just because they don't just blah whatever and sit on the couch and eat a sandwich. No, they come to the gym, they work even harder because they know they got this stuff in their system and it's going to help them recover faster and grow faster. So they bust it out. So don't think it's something that you're going to do and blow up in a month. Nah, man, it takes time for everything. There's no cheat code. You have to come to the gym. You got to work out hard. So whether you're natural or you're natty means natural, or if you're on roids or whatever, you gotta put in the work. All right. Last set, 8 reps. I'm gonna do 80. I'm not supersetting on this. What I want to try to drill into you today is mindset. Once you get your mind set on what you want to do, your goals, you just got to bust it out. You got to work hard for it. See all this? I got a little bit of something, but that's me coming to the gym 5 days a week. Hitting it hard. I mean, sometimes I hit it a little too hard. That's why I'm on like injured reserve right now. But you got to hit it. You got to push yourself. The way I used to hit it, like going heavy, that was a lot of injuries. And it was frustrating because I would get injured and have to take a break. But the way I'm showing you now, you're getting the best of both worlds and you're not getting crazy heavy. You're still getting the results you want. So, last set, 80. Let's do this. 8 reps. Did 10 instead. I want to point out what I did. When I first started, I started going fast, and I wasn't pausing at the top. I caught myself around the 4th set, and that's when I started. There's no rush. That's when I caught myself, and I was like, oh yeah, stopped, just a quick pause. It don't have to be long, and I just slowed my reps down. Sometimes that'll happen. You just something to get on your mind, and you just start rushing whatever exercise you're doing. But then you gotta realize it's not a race. Take your time, get some good reps in. So first we started off with, gotta catch my breath. Bent over, rear delt flies. You're bent over and coming up like this, and that's gonna hit your rear delts back here, which is very important because if you want your shoulders to be nice and rounded, nice one big round ball right here, you gotta hit those rear delts. Then we came over here and we're doing dumbbell shrugs. Now, dumbbell shrugs are gonna hit your traps up here. Really good exercise. Actually, dumbbell shrugs is my favorite. The one shrug machine that I was telling you about at another gym, it was like an isolateral machine. What I mean by isolateral is you can move each one separately. So that was a good machine. You just stand in and grab it and shrug. Really good machine. Too bad we don't have it here. But dumbbell shrugs, excellent. It's gonna hit your traps. So today we did rear delts and we did traps for shoulders. 2 really good exercises. Remember, when you're structuring a shoulder workout, hit every part of that muscle, like shoulders. I only showed you 2 exercises, but you want to have an exercise for your front delts, an exercise for your side delts, and you want an exercise for your rear delts, and you want to get some traps in. That's at least 4 different exercises. You want to hit them all. So, and then structure your workout similar to what I'm doing. I mean, you could be different, but I do 4 sets. Sometimes I do a superset, which gives me 5 sets. But yeah, I go light with 15, light, little heavier with 12, and then that's when I start going heavier with the 10 and the 8s. I'm going heavier each set, pushing myself those last 2 sets. Try it, give it a shot. You'll see results. Like I said, I didn't get like this from doing 3 to 4 sets of 15 of the same weight. Not gonna happen. It's gonna take you years. Let's say 5 years to get to what you might think is good for you, rather than doing a little heavier, pushing yourself, and maybe get that way in like 2 years. And I know 2 years sounds like a lot, but I'm telling you, it doesn't happen overnight. There's no cheat code. You have to put in the work. You got to put in that blood, sweat, and tears, man. You got to work it. You got to have your mindset right. Come to the gym and bust it out every night. You got to do it. But that's a good workout. Yeah, just push yourself. Get your mind right. Don't worry about. That's one thing. Don't worry about anybody else in the gym. There could be huge guys. There could be huge people, small people. There could be a skinny person lifting crazy heavy weights. Who cares? Do you. You know, don't try to impress people, because that's when you start to do that, that's when you get injuries. Trust me, I know. My younger life, I basically trying to impress other people by going heavy. And that's when the injuries just start piling on. Now there's exercises I can't even do because of these injuries. So do you. Don't worry about anybody else. You know, after some time, people are going to look at you. whether either they're checking you out or they're trying to see what kind of exercise you're doing and how you're doing them, because everybody wants to learn. So they'll check you out. After a while, they're going to be checking you out because you're starting to show that growth, that maturity, and you're starting to look good. And the people are going to be like, how are they doing that? Because they want a cheat code, but there is no cheat code. Cheat code is being consistent and pushing yourself. So that's all for tonight. I'm going to stop talking. That is all for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the 2 exercises for shoulders. And until the next time, have a great workout.